It's a powerful day inside the Real Progress program, and today we are going over my race from the 2025 CAT Conference Championship. This is the race where I became third in my conference, and the race before this in the 800-meter race is where I ran 1:55 and broke 2 minutes for the first time. Now, in this race, I am expected to place sixth. I am ranked sixth when I ran that 1:55. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let the commentator introduce all the runners, but I just wanted to dive deep into this race today and show you guys how I ran it. Let's get into it.
100-meter run. Kosiani Dunkley has the meet record. He set it last year at 1:52.30 in his first year at Goldie Beacom, the Alliance transfer. More on him in a moment. Starting in lane 1 from Holy Family, Alexin Sangor. Bridgeport's Eduardo Vendelli in lane 2. Holy Family's Lamarck Rex in lane 3. Jefferson's Mason Moore and Chase Watson operate out of lanes 4 and 5, respectively. Patrick Dubois, Felician's in lane 6. Kosiani Dunkley of Goldie Beacom in lane 7. And Spencer Sabo of Jefferson is in lane number 8. Dunkley has won this race 2 years in a row at Alliance in 2023, at Goldie Beacom a season ago. Watson in lane 5 from Jefferson was second in 2024 and fourth in 2023. Mason Moore, also of Jefferson in lane 4, was your silver medalist in 2023. He was the bronze medalist a season ago. But the fastest time in the East region belongs to Alexin Sangor. He ran a 1:52.27 at the Paul Donahue Invitational. This second section features 5 of the fastest times in the East region, 5 of the top 9 in this race have top times in the East region. Notably, two-time defending champion Kosiani Dunkley, 14th in the East region. 1:56.75 is his fastest time at the Raleigh Relays. He is trying to win his third championship in a row.
Now, before we go into this race, I wanted to kind of add on to what the commentator was talking about. And yes, the first in the region is in this race, and that's Sangor, and he's in the first lane. So we ran 1:52, and then we have another guy named Dunkley in this race who is a two-time conference champion, and we have another couple of guys who have placed second, fourth, in years past in the conference. And me, I got no introduction whatsoever. I just had Patrick Dubois, and then that was it. And that was because in indoor track, I made no statement whatsoever. I was running a 2:16. I was running a 4:53 mile, so I had no statement whatsoever. I had no records. I had nothing. And if you can't see me, I am in the 6th lane, so I'm in the green uniform. Now I'm going to let the race play out, and I will stop it at the next 200-meter mark.
There's the gun. Twice around the track we go. This should be a fast second section. And if you're following along on your heat sheet, this was the first section, but it was moved to section number 2. And not wasting any time.
Now I'm going to pause it right here, and as you can see, I don't know if you guys can, it's a little bit far away, but I am in second place right now. I went out with the first runner in the region, and I made him a plan to go out with him in the first 200, even in the first 400, and we'll see that next. But this is the first ever 200 that I ever came in at a 25. This is actually the fastest 200 I ever ran before. And I remember that when I went out with him, he looked super smooth, he looked super strong, and his form was good when we came through that first 200. I, on the other hand, was already feeling a little bit tired in the legs when I first came out in that first 200 because he is a sprinter. He runs the 200 and the 400, and he is very used to running a 25. I mean, I think his PR in the 200 was a 21, so 25 for him is chilling. Now you can see the difference between a runner who is more endurance-based and a runner who is more speed-based, who has more raw speed, and how they're going up against each other, and how he comes in much more faster and he looks more controlled. But by that 500-meter mark, typically they start dying out a little bit because their endurance isn't as strong as a distance runner, and you will see more of this throughout the race.
Alexin Sangor has moved to the front. He was in lane 1, and he is flying early. Patrick Dubois of Felician is currently in second. Lamarck Rex of Holy Family in third, but beginning to make his move. There's Dunkley. Two-time champion is lurking in fourth. The bell has sound.
Now, when your PR in the 400 is a 48, then you can start coming through the first lap at a 52, as you can see. But I came in that first lap at a 54, fastest 400 ever, fastest split ever in the 800 as well. And it felt pretty hard. It felt pretty difficult. So I look back at this race. I think that I was definitely trying to just race him as best as I can, besides running my own race at that point. I mean, I really should have came in a little bit slower, like around a 55. But it still wouldn't make too much of a difference. I think that it would have been a little bit beneficial. Maybe I would have taken a second off the time at the final PR, but I think I still ran a great race because especially in these competition 800-meter races, you want to get out hard and don't try to get boxed in. This is where I'm starting to shift gears, and this is all done through training and practicing through my 800-meter workouts.
Brenna Sullivan at Georgian Court getting great delight in ringing at this time as Sangor, your East Region leader, is also leading right now. He is from Holy Family. 300 meters to go. Dubois of Felician is second. Here comes Dunkley, the two-time champion, making his move into second, trying to run down Sangor, the meet record holder.
Now, this is where things get interesting now because Sangor is starting to get hunted down by Dunkley, the two-time conference champion, and Sangor, the East Region champion, are going toe to toe. I'm in the back. I'm in around third place, and I came in around 124. So that was a 30-second third 200, not the best, but it was still solid. It is where I same time I came in at my 155 600-meter race. Now, this is where it started to hurt bad. I mean, worst pain I ever felt in my life, and it was really, really hot that day. I'm talking like 80 degrees. It was first day of May. And wasn't my best race. I mean, if I were able to come in at a 155, run it all by myself, and have guys in front of me pushing me, it seems like I should be able to run faster than that. But I was able to hit around the same time zone, and I'm going to let the video play out from here, and we'll see who wins this race.
Set it in 2023, broke it in 2024, closing the gap. Sangor, halfway coming out of this turn. Can he hold off the two-time champion? 100 meters to go. Dunkley's making his move.
Come on, Patrick.
Here's
Come
the
on.
kick from the veteran.
You're right
trying
there.
to run down
Come on, Patrick, you got
Sangor.
it. No,
50
no.
meters to go. Neck and neck. Sangor and Dunkley to the line. It's tight, but it looked like Sangor. What a race.
Amazing race by both those guys right there. I mean, that was great performance. You know, and that guy in the green shirt, I mean, he was off the charts amazing. That guy that got in third, yeah, he ran a great race. But anyways, Dunkley, I'm still close with that guy as of today, and we're always chatting through DMs on Instagram, and we always helping each other out, trying to reach sub 150. But I ended up coming in at 156. Still very proud that I was able to stay consistent with the mid 150s, and it was just a great race. Very hot day. I definitely did my best, well performed, and I've just had months of training that led up to this. And always run at your own race. Don't go out too hard if somebody is pushing you to go out at that pace. Always know the body, always know what pace you should be going at. And I definitely was able and was in the shape to go out with that first East Region ranked runner. But I was still, died out a little bit at the end, as you can see there. I didn't push through the line. I kind of just stopped once I got to the line. And my body just kind of gave out. It could be the weather, but I should have went out a little bit slower, but it's still no biggie because I did run a great race, and it was still one of my best performed races that I had. Getting third in the conference, and as you can see there, they spelled my name wrong, Dubios, and I did get 156, move out the way, and those two guys got 154. So it definitely would have been PR if I was up with them, but it was still a great race. But overall, let's look at the way I ran this race and the way I did the 155 race. If you haven't watched that video yet, go and watch it, because the way I ran that race, the same exact way, I just came in a second faster in the first 200 and the first 400. And I was in shape for it. I was able to do it, but maybe because of the weather, maybe because with the racer pushing me more, I should have dialed it back a little bit more. But I still went out the same way, hard that first 200, maintaining that second 200. Then that third 200, you got to push through that fun zone where it really gets hard. Fourth 400, you just got to give it all out pace.